in my application I'm creating authentication basically, so that user can only use my application if it's successfully basically authenticated in my application. For authentication, I'm using two type of authentication in my application. First one is the password local strategy, basically through which user can basically sign up in my application by itself, or we can say manually. And second is the password Google Auth strategy, through which user can simply sign up in my application with the help of its Google data. So basically, in the second type of password Google Auth strategy, we user will sign up in the application with the help of its Google data. Okay, so this is the logic of using it. And another part is password Google Auth strategy, basically also known as the social authentication. Okay, so main reason for using the authentication or adding the authentication in my application is there are multiple reasons, or basically we can say creating a security for our application. Basically, like I'm using authentication as a security for user. Like if user login, if user is successfully login in the application, then he will have the access of my application. Then only he will able to basically, then they are only able to, if they are login into my application, create a delete or update the basically habits in my application. Okay, so that's the main reason. These are the two main reasons. First one is the only login user can have access of my application, and second one is the user only if the user is login, then he will able to create, update, or delete the habits in my application. So that's the reason for basically adding a functionality, if you can say adding the functionality or adding the styling in the application. We are using I'm using Bootstrap. Okay, so adding the um, uh, functionality or styling in the application, I'm using the Bootstrap. I'm using the two libraries of the Bootstrap. One is for the styling and the another for is the functionality. I'm using those libraries as a CDN files. I'm importing those CDN files in my application so that we can use those libraries. Okay. Uh, I'm also using the EJS. I'm using the EJS module or EJS library as my view engine, and view engine, or we can say as it is a template engine for my application. We are using the EJS. Okay, and I have also created a multiple controllers and routes for my application. I have also created a model for my application through which we can use store the user data, users habit data in the database. This is the schema for that. This is the schema for the model. Okay, this is the schema for the model where we have description of the user habit. Basically, this is the habit I'm using a string, completed, number of completions. Okay, streaks of the completed. Basically, we have also used as a basically track the user weeks and months streak. Okay, habit streak, creation, delete user. We are also passing the user login user to the MongoDB, basically the habit. Okay, after that, I've created modes controller. I've created and I also need the controller for habits, so that okay. So I also need the controller. I have created multiple controllers. So this is the habit controller I have created. In the habit controller, I have created multiple actions. One action is for creation. One is for the home page of a habit. Another is the creating a habit for the user in the database. Another for deleting the habit in the database. Also show to the user. Weekly view, basically where user can select the date for basically track their habits, like give basically done the track their habits by status, giving them status done, no done, or none. Basically, if they are like okay, so weekly views for that. Basically, this is for tracking the user. You can track through. This is the action for user can track the habits. After that, I'm updating the user. I'm updating the user. Okay, updating user for user data is creating function for that, and while we are creating the updating the user statuses, user habit statuses, we also need to update the streak and completed track. Okay, okay, and this is the application basically. This is the application. From sign out, this is the home page. If we sign in, with the sign in page, we can put the data. We can also use Google to authenticate. We can simply also can we can also sign up if we want. We can sign in if we already have a ID. We can simply sign in from here. By clicking here, we can go to the habit track. Here we can create any habit, like I'm creating a boxing. We click here, there is a remove button for deleting it. Here we have streaks completion. This is the, we click here, this is a weekly view, like here is application boxing. We can simply like done. If I'm done it, not done. I'm also added the basically Noti and Flash. This will we are using the flashing the messages to the application. For that I'm using it. This is for done habit for notifying the user. Okay, so we can simply click here and go to home menu. We can sign out. We can click on sign in. We can go to signing page. We have we can also update the user data, like this is Harish Kumar. We can also simply give it Harish. Click on update. It will change the username. That's all about. Thank you.